Everyone here?
Can you hear me?
Here,
Wow, a face. A face, what about a voice? You got a voice as well? Yes.
Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? I don't know whether other people think the same. I mean, I remember, I mean, it's actually, I meant to mention this to Thunder before. You realise that it's actually only 3 days off the anniversary of the famous apology video being publicised. But I remember when I first heard Thunder, and I'd never seen his face, and then I got to talk to him on Skype during the course of that issue, and then I saw him, and I couldn't believe what a scruffy, hairy, ugly fucker he was. And I'm not saying that about you at all, but the image that I'd built up of you doesn't fit with what I'm seeing at the moment. But you probably think the same about me as well.
Well, no, I was thinking.
Can I just thank you? I am a subscriber to your channel. I think your videos are absolutely fantastic. The one I made about Peter Popoff and the manna bread was inspired by
the cooking one.
Video. The cooking one, over human excrement.
A lovely story, a very rich and meaningful story, full of wonderful lessons for life.
Yeah, it's absolutely
and shows the depth of the character of Yahweh, who ordered the guy to draw a picture of a city and lay siege to the picture. It's just so meaningful.
And then he had to lie on his on the
for 390 days.
Or what? 300
and cook food and burn him and shit. Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry, I just wonder, I mean, I know that you've expressed this before in a video, I think you were tagged or something, and you said that you enjoyed actually exposing the Bible to people.
Yeah, exactly, and you were talking about that before.
I very much doubt that these people, I mean, if you saw a blog I did with Thunder and Fact about 3 weeks or so ago, there was a lot of talk about badgers. There's just read the New Testament, and somewhere in the New Testament there's a lot about badgers. I never knew this. I swear blind, your church-going Christian will have no idea about badgers. They'll have no idea about cooking food over a human excrement. They probably won't be able to tell you what the Ten Commandments are.
Well, there are 2 sets of commandments. I haven't dealt with this yet, except.
Oh, there are more than 2.
The second most known, or amongst atheists, that is, because Christians don't know them. But the second most known set of 10 commandments, the 10th commandment is that one that I referenced in one of my vids that says, "Don't boil a baby goat in its mother's milk." That's the 10th commandment in the actual list that calls itself the 10 Commandments.
No, that I didn't know. I've not seen that video.
No, that's the one called the thing that made the things richer is no known maker, and that causes and directs the events we can't otherwise explain and doesn't need to have been made, and is the one thing from, I can't remember the rest. Yeah, that one. Have you seen that one?
I don't think I have. I don't remember that commandment. But I mean, as a list of rules of life, they are an absolutely appallingly shambolic guidance to morality, and you know, if that's God's real intention, then oh, sorry, I just have to very quickly do something. It's a very strange God. I mean, the first 4, I think, in whichever version you take, are basically worship me, only worship me. All the other gods apart from me don't really exist, and don't worship them, which is sort of contradictory, because if there's only one God, then
why would you be worried?
Should you have him above all the other gods, and so on and so forth, and whatever. But I also love the style. I mean, I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but the
pictures are shit.
Simplicity of the cartoon characters, I think, is absolutely wonderful.
I wouldn't change it even if I could. And I
think you use fairly basic
Paint.
program,
It's all
don't you?
Paint.
So I think you remember
It's
us.
just Microsoft Paint.
Yeah.
I've dabbled in Paint.net, which is a bit more high tech, but I just looked at it when I just don't want to get involved in having to work out how to run it and all that. So, no, stick with Paint.
I presume that most of the people in the room are familiar with Non-Stamp Collector, and I hope they are, because I'm going to leave you for 2 minutes to answer some questions from the
Sure.
from the audience.
Yeah, I've been here.
You're certainly well known. So if you'd excuse me for 2 minutes, I shall be back in a moment.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Now, somebody made a comment about my hair. It said a bowl cut. It's not a bowl cut. It's a vanilla ice cut. It's vanilla ice. Where do you hope I stay, Zombie? Oh, okay, sorry. Oh, yeah, I hope he stays away. Yeah, okay. I was going to do a tour. I don't know how long I'm going to have. I've been waiting for 2 hours. I don't know how long I'm going to have, but I wanted to do a tour of the of the other rooms. How many images are in? Oh, that's a good, nice question. How many images in the average NSD cartoon? Well, the last one I did on the fly. The last one I did, I had the recording ready, the Poco video, right? I had the recording ready, and I went from the finished recording to put on YouTube within about 6 hours. So it was all the pictures in 6 hours. But I'm sure you can tell from my thing. I've got little tricks. I've got eyebrows that I cut and paste, and I've got mouths that I cut and paste. So it's quite, it's pretty easy. Some of the videos I've gone really sort of all out and done kind of long, drawn out, a lot of detail and colour and all that kind of crap, but I'm probably not going to do much of that anymore. It takes too goddamn long. Yeah. A revelation debunking video, and you resume making debunking a revelation. Yeah, Revelation's a tricky one because it's going to be interpreted either way. NSC was still having a DreamWorks. Yeah, right. The God voice. I can't do the God voice zombies because it's digitally done. I just speak into usually this microphone here. Well, look, we're high tech all the way. We're high tech starting with Microsoft Paint and going all the way through to that. That's my microphone. It's a little lapel mic. It costs $15, and it gets digitally altered down by 2.5 semitones. I've discovered it's the best for a Yahweh. Actually, I used a different microphone on the last one. Did anyone notice that the sound is a little bit better? Maybe. Yeah, Abdul and Powder. No, I'm actually quite careful, you guys. Like, I'm careful to not step too far out of what I've done, because I kind of don't like when I sub to a channel and then they really change what they're doing, or they get a lot of subs and then they just start talking about themselves too much, or talking about YouTube. Like, I'm not making videos about YouTube and about YouTube atheism. I've got to make videos about the religion, Yeah. Who knows my name? Rhetoric knows my real name. How'd that happen? Never mind. It's actually God's voice, yes, and PZ Myers had it right when he said that God is Australian. Oh, do you know how many people get on my channel page and write, oh, I never knew God had a British accent? For fuck's sake. God does not have a British accent. DPR Jones should know that. Well, I don't know where my videos come from. I reckon they do come from God, man. Like, seriously, that last video, people really like that idea, and I got to tell you, like, without big nerding myself or anything, when I got that idea, I was literally sitting in a bus with my girlfriend, who's right there, and she's not going to show her face by any means. But we were driving around the airport on our way to a friend's place, and I got that idea, and I got out my book and started writing it, and I was laughing in the bus. I was laughing out loud as I was writing this video, going, oh fuck, that's so funny, that's amazing. Even if I do say so myself. And I'd continue writing it, and these things take weeks and weeks and weeks, and I didn't look at it for a couple of weeks actually in the middle. But and that the idea for the winning hands, that came out of God as well. God sent me that idea too. The 666 and the King of Kings, like this is made for that run. Yeah, so these ideas, they occur to me, and I feel like I'm the steward of these ideas for a while, and I have to craft whatever comes up around them,
Were you aware of the?
No, I haven't heard about the badges. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, I think it's New Testament, fairly late on in the New Testament. Thunder will probably be able to tell you exactly where it is, but apparently there's pages and pages of
I do need to get off the topic of foreskin. I really need it. I really need a new...
Numbers 4, there you go.
Oh, Numbers 4, that's all. Okay, well, I'll check that out.